Welcome to Pop-Up Camper Pro. I'm your host Eric Smith, and today I'd like to show you how to replace the lift cables on your Coleman or Fleetwood pop-up camper. The camper we're going to be working on today is a 05 Fleetwood Niagara. It has a worst case scenario for lift system repair. This camper has had almost all the components of the lift system broken. The damage was due to an overcrank procedure gone wrong. We'll talk about more of that later on in this video. When we pulled it into the shop, we first noticed that we had a drive hub extension tube broken at the threads and seized into the crank assembly. To inspect the system further, we first had to get the roof up and the lift arms out. Raising the roof manually with 4 men on each corner proved difficult. The road side of the camper would not raise very high. So we had to get it partially open, braced, and a man inside to disconnect the lift arms from the lift pockets. After they were disconnected, we were able to set the roof slightly off to the side to gain access to the lift arms. We found the 2 roadside lift arms badly bent and stuck inside the body of the camper. To remove them, we had to remove the roadside rear body panel and open the roadside front body panel to extract both of these arms. Here's the arms that came out of this camper. So even with this much damage, this is all still repairable. Let's review the steps of what we're up against. First, we have a broken crank assembly with parts seized inside of it. We have 2 severely bent lift arms that need complete rebuilds. We have 2 other lift arms that need stage cable replacements. And we have 4 severed main lift cables that all need replaced. Here are the 10 steps that we're going to take to get this camper working again. Rebuild the lift arms. We're going to make note of what cable routings we have left underneath the camper. Remove the old lift cables. Free the crank assembly. Install pre-cut bolt end cables into the rebuilt lift arms. Install the lift arms. Route and attach the lift cables. Repair the crank assembly. Set the roof height, and grease the system. In much of this video, I'm going to be working with Joe. Joe is one of our highly trained RV technicians and was excited to take on this job with me. Okay, let's get this Niagara lifting again. Step 1 is to repair and rebuild the lift arms. Let me show you how I did it. We'll start with the bent lift arms, and to fix these, we are going to be removing the bottom portion that makes this a high wall arm by using this good condition used arm. So we'll drill these rivets and replace with this assembly. Time to remove the butterfly bracket from our replacement arm. We'll go ahead and swap out this old butterfly bracket. Okay, join the 2 pieces together. And install the rivets on the front and the back. And we'll be repeating the same procedure with this bent arm. That out. Go all the way up. No, that's okay. This guy trying to render all day. Bong goes in first. Move your balances. Lift this up. Yep, as long as those cams will line up, doors in place. Good job, brother. That concludes our step-by-step video for a lift cable replacement. You can find more videos and instructions for performing this repair at our web store under the link instructions and at our YouTube channel, Pop-Up Camper Pro. Now, I mentioned at the start of this video I would share with you how this camper got in this condition. It was due to wrongly overcranking the lift system. Overcranks are used to reset the compression level. You use this option to reset the compression so that the crank assembly clicks again while you're cranking and the roof stops at any point through raising. The owner of this camper used the overcrank to suspend the roof. The compression was not set properly, the pawl didn't click or hold, and they learned to overcrank it when the roof was all the way up to suspend it. What this does is it forces the drawbar tight against the stop on the wiffle tree. According to the owner, this worked about 5 times. When it stopped working, the weld on the drive hub extension tube broke and at least one roadside lift cable failed. In which order, I'm not sure. This is what brought the roadside of the roof down violently and blew out those 2 lift arms. In the end, this could have all been prevented with a new drive hub extension tube kit. So remember, the overcrank procedure is used only to reset the compression and make the system click again if you have a compression clutch release system. When it's set properly, the roof will stop any point through the raising process. It's not to suspend the roof once it's all the way up. And that does it for this video. I hope this was helpful and you learned something today. Please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and mash that notification bell to be alerted when new content is available. And I will see you guys at the campground.